What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Barbells and Bangers. What is going on? Sorry, I want to apologize. First, I was absent last week. Yeah, I was just, not having a good time. I just had to make my mental health a priority for a second. And I was just dealing with, just stuff that's not fun to deal with. It is what it is. It's life. But yeah, so but then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use this as motivation. I just feel like a lot of people don't understand what I'm trying to do. I don't know. And that's okay. I mean, it's kind of what I expect, you know? It's kind of what I expect. So it's fine. But, yeah. So, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that because I've really just moved forward and, yeah, I'm just, using it as fuel. I mean, anytime you have doubters and haters, and really anybody does, you can use that to motivate you. And I think that's the right move. I think that's the move. I think when people doubt you or think you're dreaming too big or whatever, use it as fuel. Use it as fuel. But anyways, yeah. But I'm back, okay? And I started a whole new podcast. So I'm still doing this podcast, obviously, because here we are. But I also have another podcast. It's called Bree Talks MMA. So if you're normally here for my MMA content, then you're going to want to subscribe, follow, all that stuff to Bree Talks MMA. Okay. Also, I am now affiliated with Jocko Fuel, which I'm really excited about. You guys know I've been kind of holding out on getting involved with a supplement company because I've just been trying different ones and seeing which ones I like. And I tried Jocko for the first time in, I believe it was 2020 was the first time that I tried it and really liked it. And that was a long time ago. They've changed a lot of things since then and gotten better, but never had any issues with it or anything. So and it tasted good. So I was like, oh, yeah, this is good. And then I just kept trying different ones. And that was always my favorite one. So I just kind of never found anything that was better. So now I'm back to trying their products. I'm not really using protein powder right now because I'm trying to see like how much protein I can get naturally without using protein powder because I feel like that's just such a quick fix. And I don't want to make that like a regular thing that I do. Like, I don't want to be taking protein powder every single day. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be like dependent on supplements. That's just, I don't know. That's just me. And that's why I like working with companies where it's like they don't force you to like promote like taking 10,000 different things. It's like, no, you don't have, like, they're called supplements because they are a supplement to what you're already doing with your nutrition and your training. So you don't need supplements. But, when they're used properly, they work. A lot of them. My personal favorites are pre-workout that I think is, or even just caffeine. I think is a great one. And some pre-workouts have other things in it too. Like I know this has alpha GPC in it, which supposedly helps you focus, which I believe Andrew Huberman has talked about alpha GPC several times on his podcast. But Yeah, so anyways, I'm not gonna go on a whole tangent here, but so I'm affiliated with Jocko Fuel now. So if you use my code BREEBREE, then you can get 10% off. They have all kinds of different products on there. They have energy drinks, they have supplements, they have they have Origin, which is like a clothing company, and they have jujitsu gis and rash guards and all kinds of stuff. So they have a lot of stuff. And you just use that code and then you get 10% off, and then that supports me, supports the podcast. So thank you guys in advance for supporting me. And so want to shout out Wellbeing again. They've been with me, since day one. I've been rocking with Wellbeing since day one of this podcast. Actually, I think I tried Wellbeing for the first time in 2020 as well. So that's kind of funny. Took me 3 years to decide that this is my favorite. I like to try things, I like to make sure I'm not missing out. There's going to be so much foam in this beer right now because I am pouring it just straight up and down, which is not how you're supposed to pour it. But I didn't feel like putting the microphone down and picking up the glass. I just wanted to just pour it. And I'm definitely regretting that because there's so much foam in this beer right now. Oh, look at this. Why did I do that? Oh, and this cup? My friend Jessica, Just Like That Designs. She makes these cups. So, check it out. That's not a plug either. She's just my friend. And she makes cool cups. I don't get paid for it, but that's okay. I don't need her to pay me for it. I like to spread the word. Gosh. Yeah, so it is 11:46 p.m. I got to a little bit of a late start today on podcasts. Okay, so yeah. I just really wanted to be prepared. So I was like writing down my notes and trying to make sure I remember like all the different fights, and which you can't remember. I can never remember everything that happened. I always forget like one little thing. So I had my computer in front of me, thankfully. So that was nice. But yeah, so start a new podcast. It's all about MMA. I'm still going to talk about MMA on here a little bit, but that's more where I'll be talking about like recapping the fights and the business side of MMA and like, I don't know, just like the whole sport in general and also other combat sports too. So yeah, check it out. But yeah, so if you're here for the MMA stuff, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to listen to another podcast today. I don't know. I'm in a goofy mood. And my allergies are really bad. I can like barely breathe right now. So that's fun. I don't know why. I guess because I was sitting by my window. I don't know. But when I started recording the podcast, I felt fine. When I recorded the other podcast earlier today. So I felt fine. And then after I got done recording the podcast, I felt like my nose was all stuffy and I don't know. So I don't know if there was like dust in that area of my apartment that I don't know about that I need to clean. I don't know. Or if it was because I was by the window and it was like the air was coming in into my nose from the outside. Dude, there's pollen everywhere. I'm scared. But yeah, Wellbeing, use my code BREEEckert for 10% off. I forgot to finish my whole thing there because I started talking about whatever. It's fine. This one is the Golden Wheat. If you like non-alcoholic beer, this is pretty good. It's pretty good. My favorite is still the Victory Wheat. That's my favorite. So, but this one's good. But the Victory Wheat has like a little hint of orange. I feel like that just, yeah. So if you order on there, if you don't know what to order the Victory Wheat. gosh, why did I wait so long to record this? Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I feel like my training lately has been, I don't know. I feel like it could be better. I feel like stress definitely affects your training. So I'm glad I'm only doing 3 days a week right now, because if I was doing like 6 days a week right now or something, I would be a mess, because my workouts would just be terrible. Just because because I've been stressed. So if I can, get some stress relieved, then I'm probably gonna amp up my training quite a bit. So we'll see. I don't know. I can't decide if I want to focus more on lifting, or if I want to like kind of do some more martial arts training instead. And still do lifting, but do lifting like 3 days a week like I'm doing right now. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know, guys. What should I do? Should I focus on martial arts? Should I focus on lifting? Because if I'm gonna focus on lifting, I'm gonna do like 5-6 days a week probably. Yeah, I feel like 5 days a week is good. Maybe I'll do 5. 6 can be a little much. I could just do like Monday through Friday and then take the weekends off if I do 5 days a week. I don't know, man. Because in like a week, 2 weeks, a week or two, I'm probably going to change my split, because then it'll be like 8 weeks. At least 8 weeks, maybe more, since I started the 3 days a week full body. I'll have to go look. When I uploaded the YouTube video about it and see how long it's been. I'm not sure. But yeah, so as far as training right now, I'm still doing 3 days a week full body. Meh. I don't know. Here's the thing. The first half, like the first 4 weeks, I loved it. It was great because I had so much more free time, and I loved it. And then like the last half, it's been like the last couple weeks, I don't know. I've just been like kind of bored, at the gym. So I'm like, I need to switch it up. Like I need to switch it up. And I think it's because I really do want to do more martial arts, and I feel like, I don't know. So I might try to do some type of martial arts like class or training, not just by myself, not just a heavy bag. I might try to actually do some real training within the next few weeks, probably. Just to kind of get back into it a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to be as consistent as I used to be, because for a while I was training a lot. But I think I burnt myself out a little bit, because that's the thing. I have lupus, and like sometimes I go too hard because I forget, because I feel good, but then I forget that if I do that, that's what causes me sometimes to like get sick. So I don't want that to happen and then have to like backtrack and like start all over again from scratch. Like yeah. So I don't know. I'm going to try to like ease my way back into it, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like I've been having a lot of pain, like chronic pain. Well, you guys know I have lupus, so I have joint pain and stuff. I've been having a lot of joint pain. So that's usually when I'll ease off on training a little bit. And I mean, I'll still train. I'll just like, I won't go as hard. My intensity won't be nearly as high. Be like a lower intensity. I'll still lift. I'll still do the whole workout. I'll still do all the sets that I intended on doing. I just won't. I won't be like going to failure really on anything, and the weights might be a little bit lighter, but it's okay. I mean, sometimes as long as you're doing something, you're fine. Because like, especially if you're like me and you have a chronic illness you're dealing with, like you're gonna have to adjust. You just have to, because you can't miss workouts. I've done that, and that's not what you want to do. Don't, unless it's like so serious to the point where like you can't work out. And that, you might just want to talk to your doctor about. But a lot of times when I start having like a little bit of joint pain or I'm having some fatigue, I'll be like, oh great, I'm having a flare up or whatever. I don't stop going to the gym. Typically. Sometimes I will if it's severe enough, but for the most part, if it's not anything major, then I'll still go to the gym. I'll just go really, really light. So like, lately I've been, feeling a little bit exhausted. I mean, this has been like the past, I don't know, it's probably been at least a few weeks to a month since I've been feeling like this. But I'm starting to feel better. So like the last few days I felt a little bit better. I know I'm getting better. So that's good. But sometimes it just takes a while to get back to normal. So yeah, so you've gotta adapt to listening to your body, and you have to understand that those days are going to come that you don't feel like going to the gym. So you have to figure out how you're going to deal with that. And for me, the way that I deal with that is I give myself a little bit of grace, because it's like, hey, it's either I go hard or I don't work out. That's not the mentality that you should have. You should have a middle ground. You should have a middle ground of like, okay, either I don't work out, which we don't want to do that, or hey, maybe I'll just go for a walk. That's one thing you could do. It's not what I would do, but it's something you could do. At least you're doing something. I think that's better than nothing. But then for me, what I would want to do is just don't go super intense. Don't go balls to the wall. Like, don't run 10 miles. Like, don't do anything crazy. Just go lift weights and get it done. Like, I had to take a few days off from hitting the bag because I was like, yeah, I'm stressed. Like, I need a little bit more recovery right now. Because I could tell my training was just like, I don't know, I was getting frustrated too, because I'm like, man, my cardio was good, and then now all of a sudden it sucks because I'm stressed. Dude, stress is so bad for you. Like, I'm telling you guys, stress is the worst. I try to avoid it as much as possible, but it's hard, man. Life is crazy. But it's all good. I don't know. I know a lot of people that listen to my podcast or watch my content, whatever you want to call it. I know a lot of you guys have a chronic illness that I talk to. I talk to some people that follow me, and part of the reason some people follow me is because they want to know what it's like as somebody who trains, who lifts weights, and trains regularly, how I deal with lupus symptoms. That's probably the number one thing that I get asked from people is, how do you train with a chronic illness? Because it's not easy. It is not. But if you do the right things, it can help you deal with a lot of symptoms sometimes. So it's not a cure, but I think long term it gives you better odds of overcoming your disease, or hopefully getting your disease to go into remission. I thought my lupus was pretty much going to go into remission, and then no. then it came back. Ah, I'm back. My name's Lupus. I'm here to ruin your day. Yeah, so it came back. But it's okay. I mean, that's the thing. Like, when you have lupus, like, you get so excited because your symptoms go away for a while, and then it's like, oh, there you are again. I don't know. It's good times. But yeah, May is Lupus Awareness Month, so that's why I'm trying to talk about it a little bit more. I don't want to talk about it all the time. Maybe one day I'll start like a channel that's just about like my journey with lupus or whatever. But yeah, so I don't know. But it's not something I really talk about all the time because I just don't want to feel like I'm complaining all the time. But really what I'm trying to do is just show people what it's like to deal with, because you look like you're fine. It doesn't look like anything is wrong with me. Well, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it does look like something's wrong with me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but like most people that have lupus, like, you probably wouldn't be able to tell just looking at them. And it's like, and that is the stupidest thing. That is the most annoying thing that people say to people who have a chronic illness. Oh, well, you look like you're fine. You don't look sick to me. What do you want me to do? Would you like me to lay down in the fetal position? Then would I look more sick? Like, what do you want? Should I be in a hospital bed? How do I look more sick? I don't know. Well, I should win an award then. An Academy Award for acting like I'm not sick. Because nobody apparently can tell. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm glad people can't tell. If I looked a mess all the time, I mean, I probably wouldn't have a podcast. I don't know. I do kind of look a mess right now, though. I don't look a mess. I'm just, I'm in lounge clothes. It's midnight. Give me a break. Anyways. So my diet right now is kind of interesting. So I decided to kind of try an animal-based diet. And really I kind of wanted to prove that it is dumb. Kind of. Like, the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, this diet is so not sustainable. Like, there's no way that people can actually do this. And I did it for like, actually truly stuck to it for a few days. To where all I ate was meat and fruit and honey. That's all I had for a few days. And then I added back in collard greens. Just like, I wanted some type of just green. Because I feel like, I don't know, I've always liked eating greens. So I added it back in. I don't know. They say it's like poisonous or something. I'm like, I've never heard of that. I'm like, whatever. I'm going to eat my greens, okay? I also still had seasoning. I think that's allowed. But I don't know. Some people, like, I guess, are really strict about it. But I was still using seasoning because guys, I'm not eating food without seasoning. There's no way. You couldn't pay me enough money. No. Absolutely not. So, yeah. But yeah, so I'm still using seasoning, obviously. And what else did I add back in? I added back in sweet potatoes. Oh, I added back in chocolate, nuts, and sweet potatoes. That's what I added back in. Well, I really have only had cashews. That's the only kind of nut I've really had. But I don't know. I'm probably going to I'm just kind of slowly adding stuff back in, but the main thing that I'm trying to do is like make sure that a majority of my diet is from whole foods. So in order to do that, I had to kind of eliminate everything first and then start adding stuff back in, so that way I'm just aware of how much of it I'm actually eating. So I'm not really like dieting. Like I'm still not tracking calories or anything like that. Like I've probably eaten more calories on this diet because I eat so much freaking fruit and meat. Oh my God. I probably have had a lot of... I'm really starting to figure out how to get more protein naturally. And that I think is a really cool thing about a diet like that. I don't know. Getting like really high quality protein. So yeah, because I'm only eating grass fed. Yeah. And I'm eating fish too, like salmon and stuff like that. But it has to be wild caught. I don't do farmed. And I'm not eating it every day. I'm eating it like once a week. So, because I don't know. I get like sketched out with some seafood. Like I think you should eat whatever you want to eat. Like I'm just saying like things that just sketch me out personally. You just do you. You know, don't... My diet, like... Honestly, I don't really have like any certain diet that I think is the best. Like honestly, I was really like doing this diet because I get so annoyed of people seeing it. But at the same time, I was like, well, that might be a good idea for me to do for like a very short period of time, just to kind of start over with my nutrition and kind of like just have like a clean slate. I feel like in my mind, I feel so much more organized with my diet right now. And I'm focusing on the whole foods and yeah, and just, I really can tell when different foods bother me now. I feel like, or like if I have too much sugar, I can tell. So I'm just like learning a little bit better how to listen to my body. And yeah. But I'm still going to eat like food that I enjoy. So we'll get there. But right now, and I want to make that a lot less of my diet. I don't want... At one point, it was like if I had a freaking thing of zebra cakes in my house, I would eat like the whole thing in one day. I'm like, that's crazy. So, yeah. I mean, it's been a while since I've done something like that, but still. I know that I have the potential. Oh, because those things are so good. See, that's the problem. Like, when I eat fruit and when I eat even chocolate, because I've been eating, like, really dark chocolate, like 70, 80% cacao or... I don't know, dude. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Have any of you guys watched Portlandia? Do you remember the cacao? If there's anybody watching or listening to this that's seen Portlandia, they know exactly what I'm talking about, and they're probably laughing right now. Because cacao. Oh my gosh, that scene was hilarious. Anyways, yeah. So, I don't know. I think, like I said, I don't think there's any diet out there that's like the best diet. Especially if you're like me and you're not really like trying to lose weight or gain weight or anything. Like I'm just trying to maintain right now. So I'm not really tracking anything. I track protein, but I don't track anything else. So yeah, and sometimes I just eat a spoon of honey randomly. It feels good on my throat. Like it makes my throat feel better because my allergies have been so bad. So eating all that honey is like really actually helped me. But yeah. And I'm just not consuming as much sugar that isn't natural, like naturally in the food. So I think that's good. Because I think sugar's not good for lupus. I'm pretty sure. Pretty much any chronic illness, sugar is not your friend. But I don't know. I'll have to do some research on that. I wish I was like a doctor or something so I could learn how to deal with my body. I feel like I need to get like a PhD to take care of myself. Like all the research. That's why I've learned so much about like nutrition and fitness. It's like because it's out of necessity, because I'm trying to learn how to heal my body. So that's why I learn about all this stuff. That's why I got, my certifications. Oh, by the way, I'm doing online health fitness coaching, nutrition, all that good stuff. So if you are interested in that, doing it online. And yeah, I'm not going to like advertise it like crazy, but I do want to let people know that I'm doing that in case that is something that you're interested in. So I'll probably talk about it a few times, and then I probably won't talk about it for a while, because it's like I don't really want to be that guy, I've been that guy before when I was in other industries, but I don't want to do that anymore. Now, that's why I do this independently, so that I don't have to do that. And that's why the companies that I work with, they're not like sponsoring me, like I just sell their stuff. Cause I don't know. I don't want somebody to like tell me what to say or like what to do. Like I just want to like promote the products that I like, and then, people can support me by buying them. And yeah, but if they don't buy them, it's like, it's fine. But they're there if you want them. And you are supporting me at the same time. So you're getting products that you actually want. And then you're also supporting me. So it works. But yeah, anyways, I don't know. I just went off on a tangent there for a second because it's late at night. And I'm tired. I am a tired, sleepy grandma. But no, but I really wanted to just kind of update everybody on like my life and what I'm dealing with, and talk about lupus because it's Lupus Awareness Month, and talk about my diet because, I just like to keep you posted on what I'm doing and be transparent, I guess. I think it's important to be transparent these days. I think a lot of people, like, I'm real. I might not be polished. I might not be perfect. I'm just me. Because I think we just need more transparency. Because there's so much stuff out this. I think that's why I got frustrated at one point with the fitness industry, is just because there's so much just fake stuff. Like, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to, like, I'm not going to be that kind of person that's just ripping on people, because I don't think that's cool. But yeah, there's a lot of, what's the word for that? Trying to think of the word. What's the word I'm looking for? What would you call it? I don't know. I guess it's just people pulling the wool over people's eyes. We'll say that. And you know what's crazy? Okay, there's one person I can talk about. Liver King. I can talk about Liver King. He's so famous that it's okay to talk about him. And plus he got exposed. Like, he got exposed. He's on steroids. Like, we all know it. We all knew it before. And then it was confirmed. And we're like, okay, wow, that's a lot of money to spend on steroids. Holy crap. Like, we knew you were on steroids, but wow. Jeez. And then you find out how much money this guy's making. Oh my gosh. So John Bravo just did a video. You guys know I watch a lot of YouTube, okay? And I watch John Bravo, all of his videos, because they're entertaining. But yeah, so he did a video on Liver King, and he was showing the like amounts of money that he's making on Amazon. It's insanity. It's like, seriously, go watch the video, because oh my gosh, the amount. And this is after being exposed. This is after everybody found out. This is like recent, like now, in real time. He's making ridiculous amounts of money. So it's like, man, maybe he knew he was going to get exposed and he just didn't care, because he's like, well, I'm still going to make money. Doesn't matter. It's like, wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. Imagine being Liver King and making that much money. And just being Liver King and having your shirt off all the time. What an interesting guy. I mean, you gotta admit though, he's a character. Like, he's kind of funny. Like, his whole character that he does, like, it should be like a movie character. I think that's what it is. I figured it out. Okay, so people, influencers and all that stuff. And sorry guys, today's video, I don't really have like a whole topic. I just started a new podcast, so I really wanted to focus my energy mostly on that. But also I just wanted today to be kind of just chill, because I'm going a different direction now with the podcast. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about MMA. So I'm like, let me see, you know, what I really want to talk about. But anyways, yeah. So I don't know. I don't have like a whole agenda. I had a few things that I wanted to make sure to talk about, but now I'm just going to kind of freestyle. So come on this journey with me. We're going on a journey, guys. Buckle up. Okay, so Liver King. So yeah. So influencers, people on the internet, whatever you want to call it, these people are like the new, like, Hollywood, I guess you could say. And also the new news media. It's just, all media is just shifting to a different platform right now. That's what's going on. So what used to be on, you know, Fox News and CNN and all that stuff, that is now moving to the internet. And the problem is that a lot of people that are on the internet are free thinkers, and they're independent, so they don't have to you know, listen to, and they don't have to answer to anyone, basically. So they can say whatever. I mean, you can't say whatever you want, but they can say like whatever they want. Yeah. So now everything is just shifting. So I think Hollywood's like the same way. So it's like, Hollywood used to be like Hollywood, like movies, movie sets, all the Hollywood stuff. I don't know. I've never been to Hollywood, so I don't really know much about it. But I know that's where a lot of movies are made there, whatever. But then I found out that a lot of movies are actually made in Atlanta, which is crazy. But anyways, yeah, so, gosh, I have something in my eye. You know when you get something in your eye at like the worst possible time and you're just like, I'm dying right now. This is my death. But yeah, so like now there's like influencers who are people who probably would have been actors. And this is their outlet for their acting. is the internet. I think that's what's going on. So I think people like Liver King. And here's the thing. What do actors do? They make tons of money. If they're good. If their character is big enough, memorable enough, doesn't have to be a good person. How many people wear like Scarface and The Godfather and all that stuff, like crime boss stuff? A lot of my favorite movies, they're not nice characters. One of my favorite movies is Reservoir Dogs. That's not a nice, family-friendly movie. So it's like, yeah, the internet's the same way. So I think there's just going to be a lot more characters that are like popping up, I think, on YouTube and all these platforms. Because, yeah, there are people that would have been an actor, but I don't know if acting is... I don't know. It's just the industry is changing, I think. So... Because think about it. Joe Rogan's podcast, the reach that it has is... I mean, how many people listen to the Joe Rogan? I don't even know. I'm going to look that up right now. It's got to be a crazy amount of people. Joe Rogan listener numbers. 11 million listeners per episode. That's a lot. That is a lot of people. And he's got more than 2,000 episodes. That is crazy. Crazy. Wow, Brendan Schaub is the guest that has been on the Joe Rogan Experience the most. He's been on the Joe Rogan Experience 86 times. And Eddie Bravo's been on 84. Oh, I guess because of the Fight Companion. Because, yeah, Brian Callen's been on 82 times. That's an interesting statistic, though. That's funny. Yeah, how many... Why can't I find how many listeners? I see per episode. Yeah, I got that, but like how many? I don't know. Oh, wow. I think I found a better article. Oh, maybe not, because this is definitely not English. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I give up. I need a Jamie. But there's a lot of people that listen to the Joe Rogan Experience. And there's a lot of people that listen to him, but they don't listen to every episode. Like, because there's so many episodes and they're so long. They're like 18 hours long. So it's like, yeah, they're not 18 hours long. They're like 3-4 hours long usually, which is still a lot. But so is Andrew Huberman's podcast. Andrew Huberman's podcast is like, you're taking a class is what it feels like. It feels like I'm taking a class and I'm like, okay, I got to pause and, take a snack break. Like, yeah, that's what it feels like. Because if I start an Andrew Huberman episode, I usually will finish it like that same day. I usually will block an amount of time to do it. If I find one that I really do want to watch, because there are some that like I pick up a lot of really good information from, and I'll usually turn it on like while I'm cooking and stuff or while I'm meal prepping, so that way I can get multiple things done at the same time. So yeah, that's usually how I put podcasts on my TV. Like I'll Chromecast it to my TV. I don't usually listen to them unless I'm in my car. I'm always doing something else, like usually while I'm listening to a podcast or watching it. But I like to watch podcasts. I don't know. There's some podcasts that I guess I'd rather listen to. I don't know. It just depends. Like anything like David Goggins, I usually like to watch. Like a podcast with David Goggins. Because he's just like such an intense person that like, I don't know, it just adds the whole full effect. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to talk about. I'm just going to look at my notes. I give up. I'm going to look at what I've been listening to lately. Oh, guess who has a new song that I talk about literally all the time? Tosh Sultana has a new song called New York. Check it out. I love her. You guys know I'm obsessed with her. I'm obsessed. She's so good. And that's like, that song is kind of an R&B vibe, I feel like. But if you don't know who Tosh Sultana is, go on YouTube and search Jungle live bedroom recording. And then, yeah. Then you just go down a rabbit hole from there. At least that's what happened to me. I'm like, wow, this is my 15th Tosh Sultana video that I've watched. And it's 2 a.m. Okay, I'm going to bed now. Oopsies. I've been listening to a lot of 70s rock. You know, Creedence Clearwater Revival, The Doors, Led Zeppelin. This is so weird. This is a playlist. Oh, it's not a playlist. It's Sweet Emotion Radio. I thought this was an actual playlist, but it's not. It's a playlist made for me. Okay. But, so there's like Aerosmith, CCR, AC/DC, Bob Seger, Creedence Clearwater Revival. I already said that. The Doors, The Who, Steve Miller Band, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Daryl Hall and John Oates, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Steve Miller Band, Jimi Hendrix, Allman Brothers Band. Okay, so you get the idea, right? And then we get Man in the Box by Alice in Chains. What? That doesn't make any sense. Spotify, what are you doing? And then after that, it's Blue Oyster Cult, Steve Miller Band, Bob Seger, Van Halen, Genesis, Billy Squier, Journey. So just one 90s grunge song in there, really. Okay. And it doesn't even fit the vibe. It doesn't fit the vibe at all. What the heck, Spotify? What is going on? I'm just going to look at Spotify playlists and judge them. That's what I'm going to do. Because I don't know what else to talk about. I am going to talk about... What was I... There was something I wanted to talk about. I'll think of it later. But this is fun, so I'm going to do this right now. This is Barbells and Bangers, guys. I never said this was going to be serious. That's why I started a new serious podcast. Because I need a creative outlet. You know what kind of music I feel like I have never liked, but I will probably at some point become obsessed with, is 80s hair metal. I've always been like, that's not good music. But I think there's going to be a time where I run out of stuff to listen to, and then one day I'm just like, let me put on some Poison. And then like that'll be my personality for a couple months. So that's why I don't say I don't like stuff anymore. I'm scared to say that because I always end up liking it later on. You know, like I'll always go through like a phase. Because I'm like, oh, I remember this thing I used to hate on all the time. Let me try it out. And then I'm like, oh, this is fire. I'm going to look at old playlists that I made in the past. Let's do that. Let's look at this metal playlist that I made. Let's see what I got on here. Let me see, when did I make this playlist? Is there any way for me to know when I made it? That would be really cool if I could figure that out. No, it doesn't say. What the heck? I would really like to know when I made this playlist. But whatever, I think it's been literally years because it's one of the early playlists on my Spotify account. And there's songs on here that are not available on Spotify anymore. So that's a thing. Okay. Electric Wizard. The Melvins. Kias. Is that how you pronounce it? Kias? Kias? I know that. I remember that band. I know exactly what they sound like. I'm hearing it in my head. Pantera. Megadeth. Black Sabbath. Iron Maiden. Deftones. That's... Okay, so now we're switching it up. Dream Theater. So this is a long playlist. Okay, so there's a lot of different types of metal in here. Dream Theater. Acid Bath. Oh, Acid Bath. I forgot about Acid Bath. I'm probably going to listen to that later. After this podcast, I'm going to listen to Acid Bath. All Shall Perish. August Burns Red. Slayer. Hatebreed. Machine Head. Killswitch Engage. In Flames. Meshuggah. Cancer Bats. Dream Theater again. Danzig. Slayer. Type O Negative. Crowbar. Morbid Angel. It's just like a bunch of random metal. It's like a 4.5 hour playlist. So that's a lot. There's a lot of music on there. I didn't even want to read all of them because there's too much. But I read most of them. There was a lot of the same bands over and over again too. But I'm going to go to a different one now. I want to go to a different vibe. What kind of vibe do I want? Oh, I need to click playlist. That's what I need to do. Duh. Okay, I'm going to the early ones. Let's look at... I'm trying to see if there's like a genre playlist that I made. Oh, I found a ska playlist. Bet. This is probably an old one too. Yeah, this is probably at least a few years old. The Specials. A lot of special songs. I mean, the Specials is like the best, in my opinion, the best ska band. The English Beat. I saw the English Beat in Austin, Texas. That was in like 2016, I think. Big D and the Kids Table. I've also seen Big D and the Kids Table. I saw them at Warped Tour. They were fantastic, by the way. If you've never seen them live, very entertaining. So is the English Beat. Oh my God. That was my favorite show I've ever been to. It was so much fun. I've never had more fun at a show. So much fun. And I got to meet the band afterwards, and they were really cool. So, Mustard Plug. Less Than Jake. I miss Less Than Jake. The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Real Big Fish. Streetlight Manifesto. The Agrolites. The Slackers. And 311. Let's see what kind of punk I listen to. Oh, man. Iggy Pop. Dead Kennedys. Black Flag. I love Black Flag. Dude, Henry Rollins. Henry freaking Rollins. Minor Threat. Fugazi. Bad Brains. Descendants. No Effects. No Effects is awesome. Oh, you know what I just realized? I've seen Less Than Jake, too. I saw them at Warped Tour as well. Dude, do they still do Warped Tour? Oops, I started playing music. Do they still do Warped Tour? I'm going to look it up. Warped Tour. Because I thought they canceled it. They're like, we're done. We're done with you freaking elder emos still wearing your checkered Vans, showing up to these festivals when you're too old to be doing this. You should stay home. Hold on one second. I have to use the restroom, so I will be right back. Okay. I am back. What the heck was I talking about? What was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about Warped Tour. Let's see. Do they still do it? I don't know. I haven't found an answer. Oh, it says 1995 to 2019. So they haven't done one. Wait a second, what's this? Oh, the When We Were Young festival is like the new Warped Tour, supposedly. Okay, well, let me look at that. When We Were Young festival. But is that a tour? No, you have to go to Vegas. See, that's the thing. Warped Tour, you didn't have to go anywhere. It was here. At the freaking, whatever it's called, Riverport. Casino, Hollywood, Verizon, Wireless. I don't know what it's called. The name changes every 3 years, it seems like. It's a Riverport. If you're from St. Louis, you'll know what I'm talking about. Hotel and ticket packages starting at $489. Do I look like I'm made of money? Jeez. Oh, it includes like a hotel and all this stuff. Oh, I guess that makes sense. There's a wait list? Wow. Okay, interesting. For tickets, there's a wait list. You can only get the hotel and ticket packages. Wow. Sorry, guys, it's late. I'm not really tired, but it's like it's late, so I'm starting to like... My body's tired, but I'm not... My brain is still going. How do I see... Oh, here we go. Here's the lineup. Green Day. Hey, I'm wearing a Green Day shirt right now. Blink 182. 30 Seconds to Mars. The Offspring. Good Charlotte. Good Charlotte? Oh, I love Good Charlotte. Thrice. I like Thrice too. Rise Against. Motion City soundtrack. Gym Class Heroes. Okay, so this is basically for emo kids. Former emo kids like me. It's very nostalgic. Because it's like, I don't know. Less Than Jake will be there. I was just talking about them. Yeah, I used to like all these bands when I was in middle school, high school. I was such a weirdo. I mean, I'm still a weirdo. But back then, man, I was really a weirdo. I feel like I was like at the wrong school too. Like my middle school just was not my vibe. Because my friends, most of my friends went to other schools. So like I didn't really have a lot of friends like at the school. And I feel like that's how my life is now too, kind of. Like I don't have a lot of friends in Missouri, I guess. Like I do have friends, obviously, but like people that I regularly talk to, it's like not a ton of people from Missouri. I don't know, I talk to people from all over the place. But cuz I like to talk about things that I'm doing with my life, you know? I like to talk about MMA and talk about fitness and talk about music. That's why I started a podcast. Because that's what I like to talk about. And it helps me find other people who like to talk about the same things, and then we can talk, and then, you know, it's just cool to have like a community of people that like all the same stuff. That's what I'm trying to do, man. Tash Sultana is touring, by the way. She's going to be in St. Louis in September, so hopefully I can go, because September is my birthday month. Just saying, if somebody wants to buy me tickets. I'm just kidding. Don't do it. Don't do it, because I want to make sure I'm available to go. Like, I want to make sure I don't have anything going on. So I don't know yet if I'm going to be able to go. I'm going to have to make sure I can. Because that's like the worst whenever I plan on going to a concert and then I realize I planned it at a horrible, horrible time that I have like a million things going on. So I like try to wait a little bit. I like to do things at the last minute, honestly, because it's just less anxiety for me. Like when I have events scheduled that I have to go to, it like gives me so much anxiety because I have lupus and like I'm afraid that like I'm gonna have a flare up or something and not be able to go. So yeah, I don't know, but that's just me because I also have like really bad anxiety, guys. It's a problem. I'm working on it. Okay. Wait, I see Kansas City. Where's St. Louis? Oh, okay. She's going to Kansas City like a couple weeks before she's going to St. Louis. So I had to scroll down further to find like, is she skipping St. Louis? No, she's going to be in St. Louis September 23rd at the pageant. Ooh, I love the pageant. That'll be fun. Tyler Childers is going to be here soon. Oh, man. That's like really soon. I hope I can go. I'm going to try to pull it off, but we'll see. It might be tough. It might be tough. I think the hardest part about going to concerts is like finding people to go with and scheduling it like logistically, and then like they're also extremely expensive, so then you got to save money for it. It's like, what do I have to donate one of my kidneys to be able to see Tyler Childers? Because I don't know. I have lupus. I probably should hang on to him, but I would donate blood. To see Tyler to see Tyler Childers in like a really like at Red Rocks. If I could see Tyler Childers at Red Rocks, I'd probably donate blood to do that. I would. Just saying. I'm an honest person, okay? Tyler Childers. I had like a weird thing in my throat, so when I said Childers, it like sounded really weird. When is he? Tyler Childers tour. Or St. Louis. That's what I need to type. Tyler Childers, St. Louis. Railbird Festival. What's that? Is that what this is called? Oh, this is June 9th? Oh my god, it's really soon. Tickets are probably so expensive too. Oh my gosh. $159 for lawn seats? You have got... What is going on in the world when Tyler Childers is $159 lawn seats? No. That is disrespectful. What is going on with these ticket prices? No wonder Zach Bryan's been throwing a fit. These ticket prices are crazy. And it's probably not even Tyler Childers' fault. Like, that's the thing. It's really hard to avoid it as an artist. Let's see how much Zach Bryan at Red Rocks is. Let's just see the difference. See if there is a difference. Maybe his are more. I don't know. Wait, what is this? Oh, you have to register. What? Wait. Okay, so when I go to Zach Bryan's website and I click on buy tickets for this Red Rocks show, it says, tickets to the show at Red Rocks Amphitheater will be available for purchase the morning of the show date. Interesting. The first group of selected fans have already been notified and will be able to purchase tickets to the 2 upcoming Red Rocks Amphitheater shows on the day of the event between 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Emails with purchase links and further instructions will be sent to those previously selected fans on June 23rd, 2023. If you've been selected, ensure access is on your Safe Senders email list so you don't miss the opportunity to purchase tickets. If there are any tickets remaining after the 12 p.m. Mountain Standard cutoff time, an invitation will be sent out to a second group of selected fans who will have the opportunity to purchase the remaining tickets. What? I still don't get it. I still don't get it. So you have to be selected. What is going on? How? This is crazy. How do I buy tickets to this man's shows? Oh, okay. That's just the Red Rocks show. So there's just some weird thing going on with Red Rocks. His tickets are like the same price. His cheap seats are $152 a piece. This is at Summerfest, though, so I don't know what that means. Is he going to be in St. Louis ever? Let me look. Okay, he's going to be in Kansas City. Probably not going to come to St. Louis. I don't see it anywhere on here. I'm going to look one more time. Yeah, I guess he's not going to come to St. Louis. Whatever. Oh, yeah, there's the same thing. Oh, wait. Is this Red Rocks? That's Red Rocks. No, it's not. That's T-Mobile Center. Okay, I don't know. If I was trying to get tickets to a Zach Bryan show right now, I would be throwing a fit. Because I'm so confused. Oh, my goodness. But I think it's because he's trying to avoid like all the scalpers and stuff, like the people that buy like, or like the bots. I guess they have bots now that do it, like go and buy like tons of tickets and resell them. Crazy people. Criminals. Or I don't know if that's even illegal. I don't know. I don't know what the laws are on that. If that's illegal. I guess it's not illegal technically. I don't know. But it just feels illegal to buy a bunch of tickets and then resell them. Like that just doesn't. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go see Tyler Childers. I might, if I can't, I might just like go see him in a different city. I think I actually would probably rather do that. Because that's what I was gonna do with Sturgill Simpson, but then COVID happened. I was gonna go see him in Kentucky. I think it was Louisville. And I think there's a festival. It might have just happened. There was a festival that I wanted to go to, but I didn't go. I missed so many concerts. Oh my gosh. Oh, Railbird Festival. Zach Bryan, Weezer, and Tyler Childers. What? That's June 3rd in Lexington, Kentucky. That's the one that I wanted to go to. And that's even sooner. Crap. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Austin, Texas, July 4th. Willie Nelson's 4th of July picnic. This sounds kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie. Willie Nelson, Tyler Childers, Dwight Yoakam, and Shaky Graves. Ooh, that sounds fire. That would be a good time. That would be a good time. I've seen Willie Nelson in Austin, Texas before at Austin City Limits. That was fun. Ooh, here's an interesting one. Catbird Music Festival in Bethel, New York. The Lumineers, Tyler Childers, The War on Drugs, Trey Anastasio Band. Never heard of that. I'm going to definitely look that up. Actually, I'm going to look it up right now. And so that way, let's see, what's it called? Trey, because I want to see. We're discovering new music together, guys. We're discovering new music. Trey Anastasio. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it's an improv. Oh, it's one of the guys from Fish. Okay, well, I don't know if that's gonna be my vibe, but I'll check it out. And then he's gonna be at Red Rocks in September. Hold on a second. He's going to be at Red Rocks on my birthday. Guys, September, I'm manifesting it right now. September is going to be the best month of my life. Tyler Childers is going to be at Red Rocks on my birthday. And you know what's crazy about that? It's not just my birthday, guys. Guess which birthday it is? I'll give you a hint. It's going to be my golden birthday because I'm going to be turning 28 on the 28th. Yo. So that's what I want for my birthday. But I'm probably going to have to get it for myself because I don't know anybody that would give me that. And I wouldn't really want anybody. I would want to just... Yeah, no, that's like... These tickets are like $300. Like, I'm going to have to really get lucky in life to go to this. But you never know. You never know what could happen. That's too perfect, though. It's on my freaking birthday. Oh my God. Yeah, I have to go. I gotta make that work somehow. I'm going to figure that out. Gonna have to get an Airbnb. I would want to bring Dolly too. My dog. She's right here. Hi, Dolly. She's so cute. She's sleeping. She's tired. I love dogs. Oh my gosh, Denver is 11 hours from here. Holy crap. That's a long way. Worth it. It's worth it. I don't know, I just really want to live my best life. Like, this is such a millennial thing for me to say, but like, I really do want to just spend more money on experiences than things. Like, I really am trying to just like let go of stuff. Like, I've been just throwing stuff away slowly, selling stuff that I don't use. Like, if I haven't used something in a while, it's like, just either get rid of it or sell it. Like, this does not spark joy. It does not. Oh, there's a new season of Queer Eye on Netflix. I should watch it. You know what my favorite thing about Queer Eye is because I learned so much from Bobby about like interior design and stuff, and then I also learned so much about Tan about fashion. And then what's his name? Anthony. He knows a lot about food. So, I don't know. I feel like I learn a lot from that show sometimes. And also, Jonathan, I guess the only one that I really don't feel like I learn as much from is Karamo. Like, he's more of like a... I don't really know what he is, actually. Why don't they have one of them is like a personal trainer? I feel like they should have that. Like, one of the guys they need to add a guy on Queer Eye that's a personal trainer. That's what they need to do. That would be good, because then they could get the person into shape too. I don't know. That's just me as a personal trainer giving a suggestion, because I just think fitness is so important. I think it should be a part of everyone's life a little bit. You don't have to be a bodybuilder, but I think everybody should do the bare minimum, you know. Just do a little bit. But yeah, I do like the show. A lot of people listening to this are probably like, what is she talking about? Why would I watch this show? It's like a makeover show. It's a good show. But I like to watch it because it makes me cry. Because it's like they go on such a journey. I don't know. I love it. It's just what I like to watch, okay? Don't judge me. If you looked at my Netflix, you'd be like, this is not what I expected. Because, like, I do, like, obviously, like, I just watched McGregor Forever was the most recent thing I watched. So it's like, yeah, I watch stuff that you would think I watch, but I also watch, like, other random stuff. So, I don't know. I'm also a really big comedy fan. Like, I'm a really big, like, people don't understand. I love comedy. Like, at one point, all I watched was comedy for, like, a long time. And the only podcasts I listened to were comedy podcasts. Like, I did not care about anything else. I just wanted to laugh all day long. Oh my God, my allergies are so bad. I just, like, can't even breathe right now. I'm trying to breathe. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a new allergies? Because this feels worse than normal. But I say that every year. I don't know. I feel like this is just the time of year that everybody's just complaining about their allergies. Like, if you don't know, like, how to start a conversation, you're just like, yeah, man, my allergies. Because literally everyone is dealing with it right now. I don't know anybody that's not dealing with allergies right now. It's so bad. Springtime in Missouri. Ugh, the worst. It is the worst. I just want to go to summer right now. Because summertime, I usually feel pretty good. But springtime is, ugh, no thanks. Summertime's like more chill. I don't know. But yeah. I'm just ready to I don't know, enjoy the summer. Summer's always my favorite season of the year. Summer and fall, but winter and spring, ugh, stressful. Just stressful because in winter it's cold and you don't want to do anything. You don't want to go outside. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to do anything except stay inside. And then spring, I don't know. It's just, there's too much. The weather's crazy. It's storming. There's tornadoes. It's cold one day. It's hot. It's like 100 degrees today, and then tomorrow it'll be 40 degrees. That's spring in St. Louis. And the allergies, just like mutant pollen flying around. Like, dude, have you seen that pollen looks like it's on steroids for sure. It doesn't look like normal pollen. I don't know. But yes, then you got the pollen, and then you got just, it's tax time. You know, it's a stressful time for everyone. But one thing I will say, great time for MMA. Great time for combat sports. Springtime for combat sports is fantastic. By the way, I did start watching McGregor Forever, and I actually like it. I think it's good. There's a lot of Ariel Helwani in it, which I thought was kind of interesting and cool, because he's an MMA journalist. But yeah. I don't know. It's kind of interesting seeing Conor from a different perspective, because I hate on Conor all the time because it's fun. It's just fun because I don't like to talk trash on fighters because it's just like, it feels kind of, I don't know how people do that and don't feel dumb. Like, I just feel dumb if I were to talk trash. You know, besides Conor though, because Conor just like kind of asks for it. Like with his whole persona, it's really just like I'm talking trash on his persona, but not him really as a fighter. Because as a fighter, you gotta respect him, and you gotta respect him as a businessman too. But as a person, I'm like, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that, but it was really interesting seeing the documentary and seeing just his whole journey. You know, it's crazy to remember like where he actually came from though. You know, he really started from the bottom. But he really believed in himself. And that's, I think, the difference between people that make it that successful and people who, you know, they make it a little bit, but they don't really quite reach that massive level. I think you just really have to have a belief in yourself that's like absolutely insane to be able to pull something like that off. But yeah, it was a pretty good documentary. I haven't watched all of it. I just watched, you know, a little bit of it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of Netflix or movies or, you know, stuff like that. But I do want to watch the new season of Queer Eye. I don't know. I watched Love is Blind too. I don't know. I don't watch it like I don't know. I don't binge watch it, I guess. Like, me and my friend binge watched it one day. We watched like several episodes. But normally I just watch one episode at a time. So it's like, I don't know, just something to like escape reality for like an hour and then go to bed. That's what it is for me. But anyways, yeah. Well, I'm going to wrap this up now because I need to go to bed and I need to edit all this stuff. So that's going to be fun. I have 3 hours of material to edit. Wee. No, but I actually like editing. Like, obviously this is going to be time consuming, but it's something that I enjoy doing. Oddly enough, I really do enjoy. I mean, this podcast isn't edited, so it's a little different. So for this one, it's not. I do like to listen to it, and watch it just to make sure that, like, I don't know, sometimes there's like little weird glitches and stuff like that, but I don't edit this one as far as like cutting stuff out unless it's like, I don't know, my camera battery died or, you know, some stupid like that. But anyways, yeah, so moving forward, this podcast is going to be mostly just fitness, music, health, mental health, just chit-chatting, you know, just keeping it real. Just being myself, being me. And yeah, and then I don't know, I think at one point I'll probably have like a few podcasts. Like I think it's just going to keep evolving. But I like this one because this one is chill. This one is just me, just being myself. And I feel like I need to have a place where I can just be myself. And Barbells and Bangers is that place, baby. It's that place. You know, it's just me being me. And I'm still being myself in the other stuff too, but it's just the subject matter is a little bit more clear. Whereas here it's a little more loosey-goosey. We're loosey-goosey over here. I just saw Craig Conant at the Funny Bone. I talked about this on my last episode, but oh my gosh, he's so funny. But yeah, it was the loosey-goosey tour, because if you haven't watched the stand-up, go watch his stand-up. He did a joke about mushrooms. I think it was the joke about mushrooms, and I think that's the joke where he said loosey-goosey. And that clip got so famous, that's how like he really got big. Because he just did a deal with Comedy Central. So he's popping. He's popping. I love that. Whenever I find a comedian that I like and then they start getting like recognized and then like they start growing and growing. It's so cool to see people grow. I love it. I don't know. It's just nice to see. And even like, you know, people that you used to work with or people you went to school with or people you just haven't talked to in a long time. And then you see like they're doing something really cool, like their passion, and they're doing really well at it. Like it's just a cool thing. I don't know. I like it. But I always like to find like comedians that aren't like super, super famous too, and just kind of see their whole journey. Because just because somebody's not famous doesn't mean they're not good. Because some people just, you know, there's a lot of luck involved in getting famous. That's what people don't understand. So it's like, there's a lot of really good comedians out there that you probably don't even know about. A lot of good fighters too that you probably don't know about. A lot of good everything. Because, you know, thing about businesses too, there's a lot of businesses where it's like, oh, this is a hidden gem. This restaurant's a hidden gem. It's like, yeah, there's hidden gems in other industries too. Because it's like, yeah, they don't spend money on advertising or they don't, whatever the reasoning is, they're not advanced with technology. You know, they don't know how to do social media, whatever it is. But, yeah, there's a lot of people out there that are really good. So you gotta really hunt. The best way to find comedians I've found is through podcasts, because all comedians pretty much have a podcast. So, And usually if you like their podcast, you'll like their comedy even more, I've found. Or sometimes, but like Theo Vaughn is an example of like where I think his podcast is better than his stand-up. But his stand-up is so good too. But his podcast is just like, he's so good at doing podcasts. So good at it. Okay, this is the end. Our time together is coming to an end. Okay. Thank you for lasting this long. You're a real one. But anyways, I will see you next week. And I'm going to go to bed now. Bye.